tonight, the playoff preparations. A look at the guys. A critical Game 4 coming your way in the Eastern Conference playoffs. Thanks for joining us for postseason basketball on 2K Sports. Along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. Kuminga. And it's New York with a rebound.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Three-pointer, Bridges. Can't hit that one. And Doris, the Knicks gave up 5 first-round picks and a swap for Mikal Bridges. Safe to say there's some pressure to perform.
There is no doubt about that, BA, because that is forever the prism through which I will view this trade. His team had showed such patience to that point. To give away 5 coveted first-round picks speaks volumes about the impact they believe he can have for them.
And he gets that one.
He's literally a perimeter player. McCollum can go inside.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. I asked Coach about Jalen Brunson's game and what stood out the most to him. He replied, I'd say his toughness as well as his leadership. His teammates rally behind him, and that's why we've got to bring that same kind of intensity to guarding him tonight. Containing Brunson won't be easy, but let's see if they're up for it. Brian?
Thank you for that, Allie. You look at the Hawks, they'll be pouring their hearts into this game, hoping to take a commanding lead.
This is indeed their best chance to take control of this series. It should be an intense game. Tons of first-step quickness from Daniels.
It's Bridges on the wing, outside Anunoby. 4-3, the rebound by Atlanta.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
And here's Kuminga for 3. On target from range.
And this first quarter has been ridiculous. They simply can't miss right now.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. The Knicks have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. One of the most exciting teams in the league, Doris, the New York Knicks.
BA, there's a saying that the NBA is better when the New York Knicks are in the house and they are good. How about the resurgence over the last 5 years? They want to win now, and that rabid fan base is eating up all this success.
Banked it in off the glass.
So confident in the painted area. Josh Hart understands how to score inside.
Here's Okongwu. That's good. And it's McCollum with the assist. Okongwu's got his second basket on the night.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's McCollum following the bucket by the Knicks. Here's Daniels. Misses the 3. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Hart passes to Bridges. Jacks up a 3. And Hart is good for 3. Hart's got 5.
Now, Josh Hart starting to show people, I can knock down a three-point shot. You better guard me.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Atlanta making some changes here. Johnson comes in for Kuminga, and it's Rizichet in for Daniels. Johnson passes to McCollum. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. The 3 is up. The rebound by Shamet.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Here's Robinson, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, exactly where you want Robinson taking advantage offensively. Use the length and size to score inside.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
McCollum into the lane, and he comes up with a bucket. McCollum's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Yeah, just great initiative from McCollum. He welcomes any scoring opportunity the defense gives him.
From the arc, and it's Clarkson missing. Here's Rizachet. That's in. Coming off an assist from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists in the game.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Tie game in Atlanta. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Atlanta?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
And the Hawks shooting at a very efficient 67%. Counted for Vincent.
Boy, they'll take that possession. Nice finish in close.
New York trailing. It's Shamet on the wing. Towns for 3. Oh, Cat rains one in from deep.
Boy, what a pleasure to have a big man who can shoot the basketball like Towns. That's a pretty 3.
Well, we know he can shoot it, Doris, but Karl Anthony Towns is most effective when he's also working in the paint.
VA, he has such an effective arsenal offensively that he's most effective when he's getting to each of those aspects. So, you have back to the basket skills, no doubt. If there's a mismatch, go at the mismatch. But he is also so effective as a driver. Straight line, with intent, and efficient off the bounce. He can also hit a mid-range. There is nothing he can't do on the offensive end.
It's Shamet on the wing. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's Karl Anthony Towns with a triple. Towns has got 9 points in the quarter.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Pass to Clarkson. There's the 3. And the Knicks, another 3.
Yeah, to me, it's always a great sign when the 3 ball is falling for Jordan Clarkson.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Checked in for Bradley. Kuminga comes in for Rizachet. Dyson Daniels, he's checked in for Heald. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Vincent. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Hart's checked in for Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Shamet. Bridges, he's checked in for Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Alvarado. You see teams in college and high school run a lot more full-court press. Why is that less prevalent in the NBA doors?
Well, it's been less prevalent, BA, but all of a sudden teams are starting to push up in full court. Understanding that if you can take 4 to 5 seconds off a shot clock with the shortest shot clock we have in the game, then that puts so much more pressure on the offense to execute.
Bridges passes to Hart. And he lays it up and in. Hart's got 10 points.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Anunoby against Daniels. Missed inside. Knicks leading by 7. Doris, when you think about the career of Mikal Bridges, how impressive has his development been?
BA, I certainly think he's been a better player than people expected when he came out of college. What we know about Mikal Bridges is he's cross-positional defensively. He's made a number of big-time defensive plays in his defensive career. And offensively, he's proven more than just a three-point shooter. That fadeaway jump shot game is real.
And defenses can forget how good of a passer McCollum is.
New York has gotten 21 points so far from three-point land. They're 7 of 10. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, "No matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind." Guys, back to you.
No quit. All right, Allie. Thanks a lot. And here's Kuminga for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Hart's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Bridges. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. And it's a 12-point New York lead.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks.
Boy, an unfortunate mix-up right there. Cost them a possession.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Atlanta. Robinson, he's checked in for New York. And here's Kuminga for 3. Drops in the 3. He's got 6. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. Pass to Bridges. Takes the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Knicks lead by 12.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. It's the Knicks. They're up by 10. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The Knicks, 45. Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
Thanks for joining us for postseason basketball. Clearly, guys, the second half going to be a tough task for the Atlanta Hawks.
Oh, man, when you can't defend the 3, it's painful to watch.
We talked about staying connected to shooters. This is what happens when you don't. Checking out how the Hawks are doing in this series. They know a win would give them a big advantage in the series and take them one step closer to a postseason upset.
It's hard not to love an underdog, and I'm not talking about our underdog. I'm talking about this underdog. EJ, check this out.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round 1. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
And thanks for sticking with us as this round one game continues. Here's Alexander Walker. It's blocked.
Such a strong defensive player. Bridges understands I've got size and quickness. The rejection, yes, sir.
Anunoby. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Anunoby's got his first points of the night. Hawks trail by 12. Over to the left wing. Here's Daniels. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And it's 6 points for Dyson Daniels.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
For three, Bridges. Nails it from three. And the Knicks lead by 13.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score, lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Man, the defender really went after him.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. And both free throws good for Okongwu. About a minute played here in the second half. Here's Towns. Karl Anthony Towns doing his thing inside.
As if he's not tough enough to guard already. Towns with the floater.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Okongwu. Doesn't go for him. And some solid defense from Towns. And Anunoby for three. The rebound by the Hawks. And the rise of Jalen Brunson has been fun to watch, Doris. No one saw him being this good.
I would count myself amongst those people, BA, and it's extraordinary. Jalen Brunson has proven highly effective, all league level effective, without having elite athleticism or size. And what that speaks to is his intelligence on the basketball floor. He has proven without those two qualities that you can be effective at the highest levels of a game. You have to admire it.
Here's McCollum, and the shot goes. McCollum's got his third basket of the night.
Oh, what a tricky shot. CJ, he's showing off now.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. The Hawks making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. 1:57 left in the third quarter. It's hard on the wing. Towns outside. New York working the ball around now. It's stolen by Daniels. He's got a clear path. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Shot's good by Hart.
How about that well-timed drop-off? Jalen Brunson just knows where to put the basketball.
Here's Johnson, and the layup is good. Johnson's got 8.
That's exactly what you work for, a high percentage look.
From 17, Towns can't get it to go.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
The shot by Johnson, no good. New York leading by 10. Outside Hart. Rejected by Okongwu. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Even though he's young, Daniels tends to make the right decisions with the ball in his hands.
New York has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Here's Brunson outside. Yes, sir! Brunson for 3.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Bridges. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. 13 points for Mikal Bridges.
Oh, Mikal Bridges with the big-time strength on that finish.
Here's Daniels. Uses the glass on the layup.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
And the basket by Bridges.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Knicks out in front, up 11. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the act.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round one. Towns, that's good.
A fantastic three-point shooter. You gotta guard Towns from the corners especially.
Newell, good.
Great job setting him up. The timing of the pass was key.
Knicks leading by 12. Out left to the wing. Towns passes to Shamet. Jacks up a three. Atlanta with the rebound.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
And there it is for him.
That's what you call a strong take, folks. Buddy Hield so assertive.
New York has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Clarkson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 12.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Towns! Yes, sir, with the three!
Boy, this guy has been on a mission. Karl Anthony Towns will not be denied on the offensive end of the floor.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Hart's checked in for Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Shamet. Bridges, he's checked in for Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Alvarado. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks. Stolen by Anunoby. It's stolen by Okongwu. McCollum with it. Hart covering. Oh, it drops in! Here's Brunson. Bridges outside. Takes a three. No. Off trail by 11. And it's Alexander Walker penetrating. Oh! Touches it off the glass.
Yeah, nice job there. Just very lackluster defense.
And yes, sir! In stride on the lay-in from a sweet assist.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. They've led by as many as 14. Here's Towns. Left side Hart. Puts up the tray. Ooh, the shot misses. Atlanta's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Brunson.
What we know about Jalen Brunson is this guy is not afraid to take it to the cup. He's ready to challenge defenders.
He gets the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 9-point game here. Time running out for the Hawks. Here's Daniels. That's what he wanted! Here's Brunson. Brunson takes it himself. Yes! Using that window!
Jalen Brunson outstanding at finding avenues to the cup.
Jacks up a three! Hart with a rebound. The Knicks have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Stolen by Daniels. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. They lead by 7 from downtown. Money! Three from three.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Your thoughts, guys?
Now, it's an opportunity for a teaching moment. I'm sure Coach will waste no time making his points.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
Oh, the feathery touch. Dropped it right over the rim. And New York has possession. 8-point game. Now Towns. Outside Anunoby. Fires the three. Another shot. And he lays it in.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about hope.
Good on the first. And that'll put them up by 9.
At the line for the Knicks, Jalen Brunson. 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Brunson.
And that should do it. No miracle comeback tonight, but boy, what a game, fellas.
And it's McCollum penetrating. So New York wins it. A huge victory for them, knotting this series to 2.
We've got ourselves a series, folks. Neither team with much of an advantage. It's a tight one.